Hey YouTubers, it's Sarah, and this is my new program called Great Aging. I'm super excited about it. And who's this for? It's for anybody that's 40 to 50 to 60 years of age, or just maybe becoming more aware of the changes that are happening in our bodies. So this program will be packed with nursing advice, recommendations, reviews, all to enhance our lifestyles and to better empower us towards a life of health, vibrancy, energy, and joy. So this will be a bite-sized program. So each episode will be focusing on one of the pillars of healthy aging. So in today's episode, we're going to be focusing more on the background of great aging and why it's so important to me. And we're also going to be leaving you with some tips and foundational tools to get started on your own path to wellness. So why is this so important to me personally? Well, I'm going to be 60 this year. Yay! And I'm also a recovering athlete and dancer, and I'm just starting to experience more of the effects of inflammation in my body. And I'm also hearing this from a lot of my peers and colleagues in this age group. So I'm combining my background in fitness, 20 years in teaching fitness and directing programs, and also my 11 years in healthcare as a nurse case manager, and trying to come up with a more holistic and natural way to support my body as it goes through these changes. Although we wish we could, we can't turn back the clock. So great aging really approaches our aging bodies with a change mindset. That is the mindset that change is going to happen to our bodies, to understand what those changes are, and then to embrace minor shifts in our lifestyles that better support our bodies as they age. So what do we refer to when we say successful aging? Well, the National Institute on Health actually defines successful aging as high physical, psychological, and social functioning in older age without major disease. Now, I think we know that certain disease processes are hardwired into our genetics. However, their presentation can definitely be altered by lifestyle changes. 1 in 3 Americans every year dies from stroke or cardiovascular disease. This equates to 200,000 deaths every year that are preventable by making minor lifestyle changes. And this includes modifying our diet, increasing our level of physical activity, reducing our salt intake, watching our blood pressure, not being around smoke-filled environments. These aren't huge changes. So what are these pillars of healthy aging that I was talking about? Well, the first pillar is going to be physical. Anything that physically affects the body. We'll be delving into a movement program, any kind of fitness or exercise program that we have, or if we already have one, how to increase the effects of that. We're also going to be looking at diet, and we're not looking at restricting our diets necessarily, but things that we can do to our diet to make it more wholesome, healthy, and supportive of our bodies. We're also looking at water intake and the importance of water in all systems of our bodies. We're also going to be looking at nutrition, like macronutrients, and whether supplements are indicated for us. And last but not least, sleep hygiene. Not necessarily looking at the quantity of how much we're sleeping, but the quality of the sleep hours. So excited to go to bed right now. So another pillar that we're going to be looking at is the psychological, emotional pillar of healthy aging. First, we're going to be looking at what's holding us back from making changes. Like to identify those things that are weighing us down. And it might be relationships, it could be an addiction. So we're going to examine all of those. We're also looking to inspire a mindset of change. Not only accepting what is here now, but deciding what we can do about it and feeling empowered to do so. Also, intention setting and goals, meaningful ways to express what's really important to us. That might include daily affirmations, mantras, self-coaching, you name it. And also the role that the ego plays in the aging body. Like, how do we still identify with the youthful version of ourselves, and can we actually step into this new realm of how our body presents in the world? And how do we deal with society's messages around aging, and aging that invalidates us or aging that makes us invisible? So we're going to explore all those. Another pillar that we're going to be exploring is that of stillness, spirituality, prayer, you name it, whatever form that looks like for you. But what is our relationship to stillness? What is our relationship to our breath? Observing our thoughts or thinking, and affirmations, and how can that play a key role in empowering ourselves to change? And then environmental, looking at our environmental stressors. Like, it could be toxic substances in our immediate environment, in our households. It could also be stressing relationships or stressful environment at work. And what is it that we can find that we can modify about those situations? One of the final pillars we'll be exploring also is that of the cognitive model of healthy aging. That is, and the things that can impact us cognitively, engaging in exercises, lessons, or games that can help stimulate our memory, also being social, being around friends. If we're alone, how can we avoid the feelings of being lonely? And to sum up, we want to leave you with some foundational tools to get us prepared for the very next session, which is going to be on movement, and how to get a sense of how much you're already moving now is to look at some kind of wearable device. That could be an app on your smartphone. It could be a Fitbit. It could be a pedometer. Anything that monitors the amount of movement that you're doing. Even better if it has a heart rate monitor on it, but anything to give you a baseline of how you're moving now, because we're going to be looking at increasing the effectiveness of your movement as well as the consistency of your movement program. See you next time. Hey YouTubers, it's Sarah here, and I'm a nurse. And I've got lots of health tips, nursing recommendations, and reviews to better enhance your lifestyle for increased motivation, energy, vitality, and joy. If you like what you're hearing, please push the like button, and better yet, subscribe to my channel. Thanks.
Sorry.
It's great aging with Sarah Montague. Because I'm 60. And I just want to see if you have any kind of app on your phone, your smartphone. Thanks. B-roll.